Well, good morning. And where do you find us today? Well, me and CJ are out in the heart of the Broads at Wroxham. We're going to travel around this area and we're going to show you some lovely venues when the seasons start in 2 weeks and 2 days time, where you can go and fish for free. It's the 1st of June today. Yeah, it feels like the 1st of November, but summer should start tomorrow with a bit of luck. Anyway, here at Wroxham Broad, got a lovely stretch of water, lovely clear bottom. I know what the bottom is like. Well, I used to know what the bottom was like because as a lad, when we used to leave school, I lived on the Heartseas. We used to run home from school, get changed, jump on the push bikes and push bike out here. Me, Paul Evans, Raymond Pollock and Paul Court and myself. And we'd go swimming out there. Had a little rubber dinghy we'd take out all round the Broad. And I'd go swimming out there about 30 metres out. That's about 8 or 9 foot deep. And the bottom is just lovely, sandy, clear, beautiful clear bottom. So this swim is ideal for feeder fishing. Get a bit of distance and you will catch bream in here. The bream do get in here, along with skimmers, roach, rudd, perch, the odd tench, and plenty of big pike. There's some big pike being caught out of this water. Specifically, if you go and look at from the Water's Edge videos at Wroxham Broad, they have some really good fish, including 30s from this broad. It's all free fishing. Give it a go. We are going to fish here as soon as the season starts. We'll give it a go on the feeder rods, and you can come along and we'll show you what you can catch here. Well, that's all from me from this venue. Next, we'll move on to another venue just on the outskirts of Wroxham, a very famous venue. Well, here we are, a very famous spot on the River Bure, just outside Wroxham. It's Below. This is the Below stretch. If you're down here on holiday, the spots that we are now going to visit and show you are all free fishing and all very good sport. But then saying that, you can have your bad days. Now, I've seen a lot of otters here and people complain about the otters, but I've never had a bad day's fishing with otters. If I see an otter, it tells me one thing: there's fish in the area. I never let them put me off fishing, and they hang around and I catch fish where there's otters. If it was a still water with stocked carp, different situation completely. But on the river, don't be frightened of the otters. Quality roach on this bend, on the stick float. Lovely big bream here, loads of skimmers, rudd, pike, quality perch. And as a bonus, because Coltishall is just up to the right, there's some chub. Quite a lot of chub will come down and even get into the centre of Wroxham. All these fish can be caught on all your baits: worm, sweet corn, maggot, bread. Brilliant fishing. Like I said, all free fishing. If you're here on holiday, visit these spots. We're not no more than 2 miles from Wroxham at the most. Where we were earlier at Wroxham Broad, you could walk to from the centre of Wroxham. You could be there in 15 minutes if you're a good walker. But anyway, that's Below. Now, let's go and have a word with the boys in Angle and Direct in the centre of Wroxham and see if they can tell us what kind of fish are best fished for in the centre of Wroxham. Right, here we are, Angling Direct in Wroxham. If you want anything when you're on holiday here, this is the place to come. And any information about the river and how it's fishing, this is also the place to come. This young lad is only too happy to help you out. And what can you tell us that we can expect to catch in the river section in the centre of Wroxham?
So you've got literally all sorts, from pike being probably the most popular, and the perch as well, which go up to good sizes.
What sort of sizes are you talking for the perch?
Perch go up to £3. You get a good number of 3-pounders coming out every winter, every year as well.
Is that on a lure or?
This year it was sort of drop shopping live baits. Little small roach was the best way, but little lures, maggots, anything, sort of, a lot of the time people get them on the poles, float fishing as well.
Right, big pike?
Few big pike. Obviously there's a lot of jacks, and a lot of the big pike is sort of tucked away in the quieter areas of the
Like
Broads.
Wroxham Broad, for instance?
Yeah, Wroxham Broad's got
good chance of a 30 in there.
Yeah, and lots of 20s come out as well, which is...
And it's all free fishing?
A lot of it is. There's obviously, being the Broads, a lot of it's privately owned, but you have got sort of free fishing on Wroxham, Wroxham Broad as well. You've got near the Sail Club, which has a nice little free bit to go as well.
And what about the big bream shoals?
There's lots of big bream in the Broads. They move around a lot, which is the biggest problem. So your best bet is sort of coming in, asking around, seeing where they're being caught, and then having a little go for them there, because they go up and down the river so much. There's loads of different shoals. It's just about finding them at the right time.
Another thing we're hearing about the river in Wroxham,
yeah,
and up to Horning, a lot of tench.
Yeah, it's been sort of surprising. I'm not a massive tench fisherman myself, but it's something I want to do more of. But the amount of people coming in targeting them now is quite amazing.
It's good, isn't it? The big bream shoals might have disappeared, the big double-figure bream.
Yeah.
But have been replaced by quality tench.
Yeah.
And some big rudd.
Yeah, some massive rudd came out over the winter, especially on the Coltershall Common as well. Quite a few 2-pounders as well.
I think St Bennett's Abbey was doing rudd to £4.
Yeah.
And I also hear that in the centre of Wroxham, you can get a few chub come down from Coltershall.
Yeah, you get some chub come out. You get them sort of more in the deeper parts, and a little bit further up to the right as well. Yeah, they come down even so far as Wroxham Broad. I've had one out from.
Right. Ever seen a carp?
I have seen a few carp come out.
Have you?
Yeah, there's definitely some carp in the Broads. More than people sort of expect, I think. It's just being so large, it's quite hard to find them. But loads of little carp come out, and quite a few bigger ones, more on the Yare, but up in Wroxham Broad as well.
Carp in Wroxham Broad?
Yeah.
No one targets them, I suppose. It's just not that many.
A few people, but they do tend to keep it
quiet.
Very quiet. Yeah, they spend sort of a whole year trying to find their spots.
I know there's been a Broads 50 out.
Yeah, there's in the Yare's got some of the bigger ones coming out of Border fisheries, places like that.
Right, thanks for that, my mate.
Yeah, it's been great.
We better let you get back to work.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, here we are at Erster Church. This is the last venue we're visiting in this video. And it's a very good spot to fish, very famous spot to fish. It's renowned for big pike, basically, and good big bream. So let's go down to the river and we'll have a look. Again, your normal species in here, quality roach, quality rudd, like I said, plenty of big bream. Then you got your skimmers, perch and pike. Maybe tench, I don't know. Easily enough room for 2 people to fish. And if the boats do come and moor, just use your common sense. One person can fish on that end and one person can fish off that end. So you can easily get 2 boats moored in here with no interruption to the fishing whatsoever. Lovely little dike over the far side, and from what I've been told, If you use a feeder and you fish to the mouth of that dike, it's a good place for quality bream. But that dike actually goes down there about 500 yards, changes into a T and then just stop. It doesn't go to any other broad or any other water. It's just a dead end, and the dike is there for the reed cutters to cut the reeds back. But if you put a feeder over in the mouth of that, it's renowned for good bream fishing. And obviously if you want to use the whip, quality roach fishing, 4 metre whip. I love using the 4 metre whip here. Normal bait, sweet corn, bread, maggot, worm. And who knows, you may see a big carp swim past. The Broads are now, more and more people talk to carp on the Broads now than ever before. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again soon with some more Broads locations, all free fishing. So if you're down here on holiday or living locally and you just want to get out fishing, we'll take you to those places.